Hey, what's up everybody? It's Chris F, and today I'm going to be reviewing one of the newest controllers from Haute 42. This one right here, the Haute 42 M Ultra. Now, when you're looking at this, it's pretty similar to the M16 Plus that was released a little while ago, but this has some slight differences and some unique upgrades that make this one of the best, if not the best controller in all of Haute 42's lineup, in my opinion. I've been testing out this controller exclusively for about a week now, and I gotta tell you, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Just to be transparent, before we get started, Haute 42 did send me this controller free of charge. It's mine to keep, but I didn't receive any payment for this, and all the opinions in this review are my own. Like all other Haute 42 products, this controller will work out of the box on PC, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Raspberry Pi, Android, Linux, iPad, and other Mac OSs. But if you want to use this on PS5 or Xbox, you're going to need the appropriate adapter for that. The HotPad Ultra is 30 centimeters wide, 20 centimeters long, and 12.5 millimeters thick. It's 115 grams, or for my American audience, just over 2 pounds. This controller has 16 face buttons, with the additional buttons being on top of the top row and beside the jump button. Now, another key feature of this controller, which is different than the other Haute 42 products, kind of like the M16 Plus, is that this controller uses smaller size keycaps and the overall layout is more squished together and closer. Now, I prefer this closer, smaller together layout, and I found myself enjoying this controller much more than the M16 Plus, which uses all 30mm size keycaps across every single button. The entire body of this controller is made out of aluminum, so it has a very strong, sturdy, metallic feel to it. It gives it a good weight, and it makes the build quality feel fantastic in my opinion. Now when we get to the back, we get to my first little negative point about this controller. We only have 4 little anti-slip pads in each corner of this controller. I would have preferred to have full anti-slip padding on the bottom. It's not a huge deal, and I didn't find this controller to be slide around in my lap when I tried it, but I would have loved to have seen that in this controller. Looking at the top row of this controller, we have a start, back, home function buttons, and also the tournament lock button, which will prevent you from accidental pause button pushes during tournament matches, as well as an LED kill switch, which will turn off all LED lighting. Unlike the M16 Plus, this controller has 2 USB-C ports, one on the top directly above the LS button and one over to the left. This gives you the option to put your USB cable either on the top or the side, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Another great feature of this controller is the fact that it has 2 different kinds of LED lighting. We have LED lighting on the main face buttons and then also LED lighting on the bottom all around the entirety of the controller. This is very similar to the kind of lighting that you'll find in the Razer Kitsune, and I think this takes a lot of inspiration from that controller. You can control both LEDs, both the face buttons and the body LED. I think the LEDs on this controller look fantastic, and it really gives it a premium, high quality feel. In terms of key switches, this comes with the standard Kali crystal key switches, and the crystal key switches have a clear body to them, and that allows the LED lighting to really shine through on the face buttons. Now, me personally, I'm not a huge fan of low profile key switches in general. They just don't really have the responsiveness that I'm looking for. However, Haute 42 was kind enough to send me a package of their new Kali shadow hunting key switches, which have about half of the total movement of a regular Kali crystal or red key switch. Now, I put the shadow huntings in this controller and it feels fantastic. Here's one of them right here. I put it in the controller and I absolutely love these key switches. This is the premium feel that I'm looking for in a key switch. If you're going to be picking up this controller, I also highly suggest getting the shadow hunting key switches. So here I am in game in Street Fighter 6, and for me, I don't have any issue whatsoever playing with this comfortably on my lap. I'm not a player who likes to play with the controller on my desk. I just find it really weird. My monitor moves a lot, so I don't like it. But I always use my lap, and the size of this controller is just fantastic. I have plenty of space to rest my wrists, plenty of space to move, and it just sits comfortably on my lap. It's not too big, it's not too small, and it's not very heavy either, so it just feels comfortable and great to use. Now, I've got the custom shadow hunting key switches on here, and I just think they feel fantastic. And with these key switches, it feels great even when you're doing some of the hardest combos in this game. There we go. That's a pretty tricky combo for mid-screen with Guile, but with this controller and with these key switches, I think it's really consistent, Really easy to do, feels great, and the controller isn't loud, and these key switches just feel fantastic to play on, and I love how much space I have on this controller. I just think it feels great. I think the button spacing is perfect for my hands. However, I will say with this controller, if you are a person with very large hands, you might find the smaller keycap sizes on this compared to something like the M16 Plus to be a little bit cramped. So if you're a person with medium or smaller size hands, I think this controller is a great choice for you. But if you're someone with really large hands or really long fingers, then you might prefer something like the M16 Plus, which has generally bigger keycaps and keys that are spaced further apart, rather than this kind of closer, more cramped style on the M Ultra. Like I said, again, for me, my hands are smaller, so I like this size. I think it feels fantastic, but big hand people, maybe this might not feel so comfortable for you. Alright, so let's get to the thing I'm sure most people are most concerned about, and that's the price. As of the date of this video, this controller comes in at $130 US, which I think is a really fair price, considering that its direct competitor, the Razer Kitsune, is over double that at about $250 to $300 USD. If you're looking for a high quality, well-made controller that just looks fantastic and feels great to play on, look no further than the M Ultra. If you want to pick one up, I'm going to leave links in the description of this video. And of course, if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button because it helps me make more reviews like this in the future. And thank you all so very much for watching. Until next time, take care.